Good morning, welcome to the CBS AM debrief. I'm David Combe. In overnight market action in the US, we saw the continued decline. The Dow, in fact, it's now fallen for its third day. The merger and acquisition activity, including Hewlett-Packard and HSBC, was not enough to overcome the negative sentiment and the broader macroeconomic uncertainties that are at play, and it really does seem that this then becomes an excuse to view the whole market with the glass half empty, rather than the glass being half full. So yeah, we'll have a look at the some of the US indices. Interestingly, US was a little bit better. Dow was finished up down at 10,174, or down nearly 40 points. The S&P 500 down 4.33, and the Nasdaq down 20.13. The FTSE was up 39, CAC up 27, and the DAX 5.75. Yesterday's close of market here saw the market flat because there seemed to be too much direction, particularly while the our dear leaders sort out the vacuum in Canberra. Getting a little bit of follow-on as usual, though, in terms of what we can expect from the futures or the opening here, with the SPY 200 at 4,392, which is down 19. Hang Seng up 20, and down 90, and the Nikkei 225 up 20. Move on and have a look at what's happening with the commodities. West Texas down at 72.94, which is down 16 cents, and certainly feeling like we are at the bottom end of this trading range that we've been in for some time, apart from this recent breakout above 80. But yeah, certainly the $70 or $80 trading range, we are getting very close to the lower end of that, so might be time to keep an eye on that one. Coffee 183 and a quarter, corn 432 and 3/4, cotton number 2. We'll move on to oats at 285, rough rice at 1162 and a half. Now that was up 4%, and we're back in the money with the rice warrant, just. So hopefully we'll continue to see some uplift there, and certainly, my goodness, we've had the weather events to help encourage that price upwards. Moving on to soy at $10.05.5, and sugar at 20.07 cents per pound. Wheat at $7.25.5, up 13.5, and copper at $3.31.05, is largely even. Gold at $1,227, down $1.50, and silver at $18.03, which was even. Looking at the currency pairs now, euro is buying 1.2648 US dollars, the pound 1.5503, 100 yen was buying, 1 US dollar is buying 85.1230 yen, and buying 89.06 Aussie, USD, say, and the Swiss franc was at 1.0414. Let's take a look now at the Falcon, at some of the stuff we've been watching. Just have a look here at the US dollar index, and if we're looking at this movement we've had, this one wave here, we are actually now getting up towards the 382 on the Fibonacci retracement here, so probably expect to see a bit of resistance and a bit of work around here before we start to move, either continue in that trend, or perhaps look to continue to move downwards, although US dollar strength does seem to be the general theme. Another one that we've been watching is US dollar yen, and continuing to move around this low 85 level, and how much more work we've got to do here before we get that move up remains to be seen, but it's been pretty stubborn here. This is where we're pretty much where we're working our stop loss when we look to get in at 85.5. So possibly still a trade there to get in here with our stop under this level here, perhaps around 84.70, 84.80 thereabouts. Okay, one that I recall mentioning last week was CSL. Probably would have been stopped out of that trade here instead of finding some support around this 80. Where are we at? Sorry, 31.5 level. It's just continued to sail off here and broken through that. So I'm afraid that that trade didn't work out. One that has, though, is Foster's Group. This was a pairs trade that was suggested by GT Financial. Incidentally, we are having a webinar tonight at 6:30. It's free to attend. Highly recommend it. We've got a guest speaker, Michael Smagan, and that should be really worthwhile. So that was a pairs trade with going long Foster's and shorting Aristocrat. Code there is ALL. Also, more recently, a suggestion has been to short Macquarie Group, and which is at 38.15 here, and I would have thought that it's quite an easy chance to pick up a couple of dollars there before we get down to start looking at any sort of serious support. The other one was Beach Energy, which really has disappointed here. Has broken through long-term support around this 67, 68 level, and I'm not sure if this is on the back of some of their geothermal projects that they've been pursuing and some of their tenements up around up in the Cooper Basin. Given the political uncertainty out there right now and the support for renewables, maybe that's not helping in conjunction with the price crude coming off here. So they've called that a short down to 40 cents. Another one to look at there in these the mixed times, to either have a bit of a hedge in your portfolio, of course, or simply to take a trading view. Okay, so let's just see what else we've got here. Mentioned that rough rice a moment ago. Let's just have a look at it technically. So we're back up to that level that we almost were able to get out at for a profit on the warrant. So we just need to take that level out now and head up towards 12 and perhaps beyond to finally book that profit on that trade. Looking now to NYMEX, light sweet crude. I've got a sort of an AB formation here, or pattern. Obviously, this retracement really has come off in the escalators as opposed to, or the lifts, as opposed to going down, or rather up in the stairs. And we're just coming down to this. Just bring this up here so you can actually see it. It's the 618 level. So whether or not it smashes through that to then come back down and test this level here at the 76.4 remains to be seen, but that's a potential level, I would have thought, as we get closer and closer to this the $70 level that I mentioned also a moment ago. Well, I think I've probably covered most of the stuff that we've been watching here on the Falcon Trader. So probably wrap up the AM debrief there. And as always, thanks for joining us. And we'll hopefully see you all this evening for the webinar. If you're not sure how to register for that, please feel free to send me an email at dc@commoditybroking.com.au, or else you can go through to our website and find the link under educational programs. In fact, it might make sense if I just quickly bring that up here. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Look, okay, here we go. It's loading up now. A little bit slow going this morning, sorry about that. Okay, so customer service, webinar, program. And that's the one, Global Market Outlook. Okay, so I'll finish up here. Thanks again, and see you next time. Bye-bye.